Can't think of any creative photo shoot ideas? Don't worry, I got you. Alright, so before we get today's video started, I want to highlight my newsletter. I send out a weekly newsletter via email, and this newsletter contains updates on my content and my videos. I also have a highlight section where I highlight the work of a fellow creative, and this can be in any genre. It can be for art, for music, for dance, for photography, for film, for poetry, honestly anything. So if you guys subscribe to my newsletter and want a chance to be featured, definitely reach out to me, show me your work if you have an upcoming project, an upcoming album, whatever it may be, and I'd love to have a look at it and share it with my audience. Okay, so I don't know if you guys feel this way, but I feel like I keep seeing the same types of photo shoots done everywhere. People everywhere are doing the same exact things with photo shoots, and it's getting a little boring. If you feel like it's time to spice up your photo shoots, then I have 6 ways for you to do that. Let's just cut straight to the chase and get into it. First idea is to use paint. I did this for a photo shoot, and what we did was we just took a couple colors of paint and splattered it on my subject's face. This, of course, is to your liking. If you want a lot of splatter, if you want some types of splatter, whatever it may be, you can do what you want with it. You can even take the paint and draw on your subject's face, draw on your subject's body, anything that you find creatively inclining. So again, we took the paint, we splattered it on her face, and then we just took some pictures. In my mind, I wanted to be a little careful with these pictures because if I just took my subject with some paint and put her outside and took some pictures and didn't really take the time to take into consideration my environment, it would look a little out of place and that artistic look wouldn't come across as well. This would be really cool to do in a studio if you have a backdrop, let's just say white or a color, and you have your subject with some ambient lighting. This idea could look really great. For us, we did go outside, but I had her sit next to a tree, which almost made the pictures look a little more elemental and as if she was just sitting as one with nature. And then we did go ahead and go inside, and we took some pictures in a white room. These pictures kind of gave that studio look, and I really like how they turned out. So paint is something that you guys can definitely play around with. My second idea is to take mundane, normal life environments and turn them into your photo shoot venue. I did this at a train station, and this is at a train station where, again, normal people are walking around, people are getting to where they need to be, and in between all of that, you're taking some pictures. I think it's a cool way to incorporate things we see on an everyday basis, an area we go to on a daily basis, not necessarily for a photo shoot, and make it a photo shoot venue. My third idea is a purposeful black and white shoot. A lot of times you don't go to shoot just black and white pictures. With a lot of my photo shoots, I do end up with some black and white pictures, but I don't go with the intention of shooting black and white pictures. But I did a photo shoot where our whole intention was just that, and when you're doing that as a photographer, colors are not of importance, and so you really pay attention to your lighting, and I think it really brings upon not only good images, but it's also good for your photography brain to kind of step away from what you normally think about and just focus on lighting. Again, I love how these pictures turned out, and we were just in a dark room with some lights, so you guys can definitely recreate this type of shoot in any room, in any studio. Even outside, in the day you would get a different type of shoot, and in the night it would look completely different. So I think that's definitely something fun to play around with. My next idea is to take an era of history and recreate that look. For me, a lot of this look will be done via editing, at least for the shoot that I had done. We did a shoot where we were really going for that 50s jean and t-shirt look, and so my subject was just wearing jeans and a t-shirt, and the look really came about with my editing. Again, you could take any era of history, the 20s, the 50s, the 60s, and really incorporate a modern twist to that era via photography. My next idea is to go to an arcade. I did this with a friend, and then I did it again to shoot a video of my own, which is on my channel. And this is a really fun way to incorporate all the neon colors at an arcade. There's so much light, so much color. Lights are blinking here and there, and that energy just brings about a different look. You have a bunch of lights to light your subject's face, and you have a lot of lights in your background to create amazing bokeh. And because every arcade looks different, this could really give you a unique look to your pictures. My last idea is to do street style photography and incorporate something into it that usually doesn't belong there. For my example, we were on the streets of Manhattan and my subject was wearing a classically Indian infused outfit, which of course usually does not belong on the streets, and when we infused that with a very modern street look to the photography, I absolutely loved how the pictures came out. You can do this with cultural influences, you can do this with a lot of other things, just a normal look that doesn't necessarily belong on the streets. It could be really cool to maybe have your subject in very professional wear, a tux, a suit, something of that sort, and be outside maybe in a desert type area. I don't know, that was a really random idea that just came to my head, but I think just infusing two scenes that normally don't go together, putting them together and making it work is really eye-catching. That's it. That was really quick. Those are my 6 ideas to spice up your next photo shoot. If you guys liked these ideas, then go ahead and give my video a like. If you guys try out any of my ideas, I would absolutely love to see the pictures that you guys come up with. Definitely don't forget to tag me on Instagram if you post them, or you can of course always email them to me directly. Like I mentioned, don't forget to sign up for my newsletter so you guys can have a chance to have your work highlighted as well. And thanks so much for hanging out with me. I really like a lot of these photography ideas and I hope you do too, and I hope you try them out. That's it for me, and you guys are gonna see me in my next video next week.